What's up? Who is here? Hello. I think you can hear me, but we're just gonna hang here until it gets better. I'm gonna try and clean the. I think that's good. I hope you can hear me. Let's see what this is on. Hello, 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 hello. I think I'm gonna. Oh my god, it's so hot in here, you guys. I'm going to do some of this. Hey guys! I hope you guys are all doing well. Happy Thursday. Hey Brenda. So happy to see you guys here. I'm just gonna wait a couple more minutes to see who else comes in. What's up, Alyssa? Hi. Just gonna wait a couple more minutes. Happy Thursday. Is it really hot where you guys are? It's really hot where I am right now. It is so humid. Oh my god, it's so humid. You guys can hear me okay, right? I think so. I love your eyes. It feels like, yeah, what's up? You are chatting with a friend, Brendan. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys are doing well. Oh my gosh, I wish I went swimming, Brenda. How was it? Was it really nice? Was it really hot out? Okay, I'm gonna wait one more minute and then we'll just start into it. You had a lot of fun? Oh, that's so good. That's so good. That's so good. Today would be a great day to swim. It is so humid here. It's so insane. Oh my god. Yeah, it's so hot here. I don't know where you guys are, but it's humid in LA. Oh, it wasn't hot where you were, Brenda. That's awesome. It wasn't awesome, man. Hey, everyone that's coming in. Just waiting 30 more seconds and then we're gonna start. I was just gonna wait. I hope you guys are all doing really well. You got your microphone, Alyssa. Oh my god, yay. We will film something soon. Yeah, it's so humid here in LA. It's usually dry. And it's the first day where I was driving and I didn't put the windows down. I just had the AC on because it was so freaking hot outside. Like, I just needed to be in a vehicle that had just AC. So, okay, welcome everyone. Welcome. I think you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can't. I'm gonna do some soft spoken, some whispering. But welcome back to the Hive, where you can be you, I can be me, and we can be everything in between. These live sessions are a way for me to connect to you guys, but it's also so that, yeah, you guys can connect with me and each other as well. Every week, I'm going to be posting in the community tabs, and I'm going to ask you guys, the bees in this hive, what you guys are going through. And I thought this would be a great thing, because normally I can do a video where I say my opinions, but the fun thing is, if you're here with me, you can say your opinions, and we can help people. So that's what we're going to do, and we're just going to get into it. And yeah, if you're watching this after it's live, feel free to throw it in the comments. But let's just get into it. So I think we have 3 things that we're going to talk about today, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts. So, okay, so the first thing that's one of the bees in the hive needs advice about is this. They said they are struggling to navigate dating in your 20s and deciding who is genuinely interested and deserving of connection versus not. Yeah, so let me know, as always, put down in the comments what you guys think your advice would be for struggling to navigate in your 20s, and how do you find people that are genuinely interested and deserving of connection. So that's hard. I think dating in any age is really difficult. I don't know if any of you guys can agree, but I think it's really difficult to do that. I think finding genuine connection could be really hard in our era of time, considering that we have like technology and you have apps and Hinge and Bumble and all of that, right? So it's really hard to like get a connection. What I've been doing recently, like, been a good trick for me, is that I've been kind of trying to like use those apps to actually help me, um, and also try to meet people organically. So, for instance, with Bumble, um, well, yeah, I've been doing Hinge and Bumble, and I think the best way to really try and meet someone genuine is you go on those dates. You go, you say you're gonna hang out with someone, and you just take it as that. You just take it as a hangout. Just say, hey, I'm gonna go grab dinner. I'm just gonna learn about this person. Hey, I'm gonna go get a drink and just learn about this person. It also usually helps. I don't know if this is with you, but if you have difficulty kind of, you know, taking the next step, going out, finding places to go, I think, or sorry, or getting the encouragement to like go out and like do things, for dating, because it can feel very scary. Make sure that you go somewhere that you haven't been before, somewhere you want to go. Brenda says maybe you could join a local club that you can meet people around your age. Yes, that is very good too. I think you totally could. Maybe try meeting people more as friends first. That's kind of what I was kind of leaning towards. Recently, I've been doing Bumble BFF because I'm trying to meet more queer friends, and I feel like I'm more organically myself, more genuinely myself, because I'm not trying to impress them as a significant other. Alyssa says, yeah, when I use the dating apps, most people just want someone to text and talk to online. I weed out people that don't make the effort. Let me see. It kind of disappeared on me. That weed out the effort to make plans in person, or at least to FaceTime. Oh my god, you got a Bumble BFF too? Yeah, Bumble BFF too is, yeah, Bumble BFF is awesome. But yeah, I love what Alyssa says. Sarah, join a recreational sports team. Yes, you could do that too. I love this hobby stuff. I think though, like what's really helpful is yeah, you kind of, you can talk with someone and then you'll get the vibe if you want to go, and if they're gonna be a waste of your time or not, I think is very important. But honestly, I think like genuine connections occur when you can be genuine yourself. So I actually have a ramble that's gonna be coming out soon, you guys. That is, what was it talking about? I think it's a life update, but it's talking about how meeting people. I've been finding recently that, yo, what's up, ASMR outdoorsman, dude? I love your content. Hell yeah. You guys should check him out. He's awesome. I'm sure you guys have. He has really good fucking role plays. We're talking about dating, and someone was needing advice about how do you find genuine connections in your 20s while dating. That's what we're talking about. But yeah, I think you need to find a way to be genuine first. You need to find a way, and like I was saying, my ramble that will be coming out soon. I feel like you need to be able to go into it and state your opinions. Don't be afraid to be like, hey, I like this. Hey, I don't like this. If you're anything like me, I mean, you might not be like this. What I do a lot of the time is I kind of, placate to the person I'm dating or seeing. So for instance, they'll be like, oh, I really like, what's something I don't like? They really like sushi. And then I'd be like, oh yeah, sushi's pretty cool. Deep down, I fucking hate sushi. Fucking hate it. And I usually do that, right? Because you want to be likable, right? You want them to like you. So then you feel like you kind of get the choice at the end of the matter. What I've been learning recently in these last couple weeks and month is that, yeah, you can have people like you. You can be really good at getting people to like you, but you lose that genuine connection. And if you don't tell people what you actually think or your actual opinions, it makes it harder for you to really know if you connect with someone, if you really like someone. Because, you can be really nice to them and everything, but then at the end of the day, you don't even know if they're going to accept you. So that's that. Does anyone else have any advice for, struggling, navigating, dating in your 20s, and deciding who is genuinely interested and not, and who's deserving your time and your connection? How do you guys know that? Like, how do you know when it's time to really invest in someone? Edge says, I feel like it's also who you know. Find some friends and see if they know anyone they can introduce you to. Yeah, it's friends. That's really good too. Yep, if you know someone that you trust, that gives you the benefit of the doubt. I also liked, as you also said, and Edge's ASMR, their name is Alyssa, so that's why I say Alyssa. What was going on with that 7-second stream before? Oh yeah, I had a second. Guys, I was having some difficulty. Mind that. That's what that was about. But yeah, yeah. Yeah, struggling to decide who's genuinely interested. I think I also liked what Alyssa said before about being like, don't be afraid to see who really gives you the time and effort. Like when you're texting someone, who is actually genuinely like interested in FaceTiming, who's genuinely and actually just wanting to like meet up. And the thing is, the more you do dating apps, I feel like the more you can actually figure out who those people are, right? You'll like text people and you'll immediately know that they're just trying to like chat for fun, right? ASMR outsmartman, know what you want. Dude, yes, but that's hard, right? How do you know what you want? I think the way that you know what you want, right, is probably by past relationships and like past dating and all that, right? Totally agree. But yeah, outdoorsman, how do you know what you want? Like, how do you know deep down? I think a lot of us, and you guys can agree. How do you? Are you? I feel like we can get confused, right? And maybe that's the thing. Maybe we need to write down what we want in a relationship, genuinely, right? But I really think, and I don't know if you guys agree, I think the way to find genuine connections is really finding a way to allow yourself to be genuinely open with these people. And then by that time, I think your gut will just instinctively tell you if you're supposed to be around someone or not. Yeah, and I think people that put in time, don't be afraid to be that person. Be like, hey, let's FaceTime, let's chat. Yeah, ASMR outdoorsman says yes. Write it down. Yeah, that's good. I forgot who said that. There was like Oprah or someone. They like manifested their like lover or whatever, and they were saying they wrote down every single quality that they were looking for in someone. Literally, it might sound really stupid, but take time, do that. It can be with anything. It can be a relationship, career. Write down every single thing that you would absolutely dream of having. Write it down, and then you can put it away. But then come back to it later, and what you might be shocked about is like this person might line up with every single thing. That's what just happened with my twin sister, who lives in SF, and she's in a really good relationship right now. She told me, she's like, Nick, I did that, and then I looked at my list after I went on this date with this guy, and it was like meh, and he matched everything, and now they're in a really good relationship. So maybe that too. Write down what you think you really want, and what you're gonna find is that it's actually tangible, and you might be self-sabotaging. It's okay, we all do it. So we all self-sabotage, we all do it in different forms, but just be aware of that. Any other advice? Any other advice for this person that said struggling to navigate dating in your 20s and deciding who is genuinely interested and deserving of connection versus not? I'll leave it up for maybe like a minute, let me know. But yeah, also dating in your 20s is just, it's a whole cycle. I mean, mine has been crazy because who I'm into changes a lot. The vibes I'm into people really changes a lot. I don't know about you. You might be the type of person that is clean cut. You have a certain type, and that helps, right? On who to give energy to. But yeah, have fun in your 20s. I saw something really recently that said that basically our 20s, we're not supposed to know who the fuck we are yet. So just like let it go. People get success in their 50s, in their 70s, in their 60s. Like, we got time, people. So just like relax, enjoy, learn more about yourself, see what you like, see what you think you're gonna like and what you don't like. That's the best way to learn, and just go for it. Okay, cool. So we're gonna move on to our next person that needs advice. Next person that needs advice. So I wrote it all down here. As always, I'm not going to say the person, but I'll just tell you what they're asking for advice for. And I'd love for you guys, I'd love for you guys to put in the comments what you guys think. So number 2 is this. How to move away from my friends that have helped me this past year without feeling guilty, and the strength to cut ties with them once I do eventually move out. I've given them plenty of money and help. So this person is asking, how do they move away from their friends that have helped them out in the past year without feeling guilty? How do you move away from friends, from loved ones that, it's time to grow, but they've helped you so much? How do we do that? And how do you hold the strength to cut those ties with them once you do and eventually move out? So think it through. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. This person, I will tell you, I'm actually going through something so insanely similar. You guys will get the little pre-glimpse, but I have in the next ramble I'm doing, it's basically come out. I think I'm potentially moving, and my roommate is someone that I absolutely adore. We're high school friends, and he's given me a lot, and I'm cutting paths. I'm cutting our ties. It's really hard. I want you to know, though, by having this impulse that you need to leave, that you need to move, it is the right decision. I think you know that deep down. And people that really love you will support you, and they will have your back. Because all they really want in life, or right now, is for you to do really, really well, right? So I just would also, be open to moving and then kind of see how people react. If people are really rude, if they're really resistant, if they're really trying to hold you back, those aren't the people that care about you. I'm sorry to say it, they don't care about you. They are being very selfish. They're losing something. They're losing you. They're losing something that they think they need. Which sounds good, right? We all want to be wanted, but the people that really, really, really love you and support you are the ones that know that you're going to go on your own journey. They're not codependent. And that's what's really important. It's really fucking hard. I will tell you that. It's really fucking hard to move away from people that you've loved or you feel like you've outgrown. I don't know about you guys, but I always secretly still always hope down that people will grow with me, that we will move along together, that we will grow as individuals together. Like, that's what I dream of. I don't know about you, but as I grow older, I realize how rare that is. You can't really expect that, right? So it's a little bit hard. What about you guys? Do you have any like tricks at all? Is there any way to like kind of like do this without feeling a lot, without just getting the ball rolling and just like for how to move along with friends that have helped you in this past year without feeling guilty? Like, how do you not feel guilty? Do we have any tricks? Any clues? It can be as stupid as you want. It could be like eat a pint of ice cream. I don't know. But yeah, I think, okay, for me, honestly, for you, what helps me do these things is be impulsive. It's very weird, but I think sometimes you just gotta be like, I'm doing it, and just do it. I sometimes do this thing when I'm scared. I saw this on Instagram recently. I don't know if I totally agree. Do you guys agree? But there was this thing that said to create like an alter ego. Create this person. You said ice cream might help low key. Yeah, ice cream does help low key. Honestly, whenever you're feeling guilty, eat ice cream. Always. That's the thing. I totally agree. But what I was saying is, like, it's so funny because there's this, you can have an alter ego. And I saw this on Instagram. This might help you. If there's ever anything in life that you feel like you want to tackle that you're scared to do, my thing is I like disassociate, which doesn't sound super helpful, but it's kind of this. You create an alter ego. So anything that you're insecure about, anything that you feel like you're not good enough, you would basically put onto this alter ego. So all your weaknesses would be this alter ego's strength. And then when you're in times of, being scared, when you're not feeling confident, when you're feeling like, you want to move away from your friends without feeling guilty, you will just tap into this alter ego and you'll be like, yo, we can name him. We'll name him like, not Brad, because we'll name him like Josh. I'll be like, okay, Josh, take over. And then Josh I would just act like whoever I wanted to be, right? So that's a trick too. You can create an alter ego, disassociate a little bit, do all that. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. Let me see what I can say. So we have ice cream can help. Brenda says, yep, it's for the outdoorsman. That does sound good. Sarah said that I think you just need to move and cut ties. Stop communicating with them. It will be really hard, but it can be done. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Yes, you can. Sarah's so right. You can do it. I think that's, Sarah, if I'm wrong, you can correct me, but I think that's kind of what I'm talking about too. It's like, you can be impulsive. You can just like cut them off. Just do it. And the people that really care about you, they'll be with you. And for the people that make you feel guilty, you don't want them in your life anyways. I promise you, there are so many great people out there that want to love you, that are perfect for you right now. And what's so crazy is that these people, might not have been perfect for you 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, but they're perfect for you now. And that's why we always got to keep searching, right? We always got to keep looking for new friends, new people, because you might be surprised on how you're changing and how you're more compatible with certain people than others. But yeah, I think being really impulsive. We got being impulsive. We got ice cream. What else? What else? How to move away from your friends that have helped you this past year without feeling guilty, and the strength to cut ties with them once you do move out. So the strength will be ice cream. So once you cut them out, this person just eat a ton of ice cream. Be really easy on yourself, and cut communication. Block people. Be brutal. Be absolutely fucking brutal. I'm brutal. If there's people I don't like in my life, I totally just block them on Instagram. I move out. I do things because you deserve it. You need to be the person that supports you the most, okay? You shouldn't have to convince yourself to do things. We all convince ourselves to do things, but you need to be your best self to just support yourself always, because the world will tear you down, but that's what this hive is all about. We're here to support each other, to build each other up, and I'm here to tell you that you can do it. You're confident, you're smart, the future is scary, but you can do it. You totally can do it. Yeah, you said I've unfortunately had to block friends before. And you know what? It sucks. But you did it for a reason, and it honestly probably makes you feel better, right? In the long run. So let's not even get rid of unfortunately, because they're not even friends anymore. Okay, you've outgrown them. You have, because you're becoming this wonderful person. Some people like to grow, some people don't. And sometimes we grow like this. And we grow separately. And it sucks, but it's life, right? ASMR Outdoorsman says protect your energy. Yeah, hell yeah. Protect your energy fully. That can be really hard to do, right? Because if you're anything like me, I've realized soon, okay, fun facts. Do you guys realize how sometimes you think you know yourself? You're like, oh, like, for instance, if I'm talking about myself, I'm like, oh, Nick likes to do this. But then you realize like you're a little bit miserable. And then you realize that sometimes you have to do new things to learn about yourself, to find things. For instance, like me, I used to be like, I love being alone, blah, blah, blah. But then I realized I have enjoyed hanging out and being more extroverted. So I'm going to give myself, as my best friend, I'm going to be like, yo, that used to make you scared. I don't know why you're doing this now or why you like this, but I'm going to take energy and I'm going to throw it into being an extrovert. Go hang out, go play volleyball, do those things you really want to do, because it makes you feel good in the end, even if it scares you up front, right? Protecting your energy can be really, really hard though. Let me see. So protect your energy. We also have, Kaz says, I'm going to end up being the bad advice king here. My first thought was mail them glitter bombs. Yo, you literally could mail them glitter bombs. I've never been glitter bombed. Have you guys been glitter bombed before? That's epic. It should happen during Pride Month. That'd be so sick. You guys should glitter bomb me during June, so then I don't even have to do like makeup or anything. Do it always. You should totally glitter bomb them. It's innocent, it's fun, and it's prideful. So I give you permission. Who doesn't like glitter? That is so funny. Okay, what else? So we're all talking about how to move away from friends that you feel like you've outgrown without feeling guilty. So if you guys have anyone new here, feel free to throw it down. I love that, Kaz. Kaz, that was so funny. Sarah says the fastest way I have found is to stop replying as fast as you did. I take days to reply to my friends, and they know that. So if you're trying to cut someone out, they won't think it's weird that you haven't replied in a while. Brenda says that's really good. That's really a great idea, Sarah. And she says, I also love how we all are so supportive. I love how we are all supportive too. We all got each other. That is really, really good. Oh, you gave your advice too? Let me go find it. I'll go find it, Alyssa. I'm finding it. If I don't see it too, you can always feel free to copy it and then do it. Let's see what Alyssa said. Alyssa also said, oh, Alyssa says, I use the indirect approach and say I'll talk to them when I can, and then just slowly ghost them over time. That's savage. Okay. But it's true. Okay, so this is the thing too, ready? When you're trying to like leave people, let people out of your life, There's no right or wrong way to do it. There's no morally correct way. Okay, so let's get that out of our head. The only thing that matters is protecting your energy, as the ASMR outdoorsman said, and doing what's best for you. You might be the type of person, sort of like me, I do really well when I'm very direct and I'm blunt. So for instance, if I'm having an impulse, I will tell you how I feel. I'll text you, I'll be like, yo, I'm leaving, right? Or, oh, all this, right? That works for me. It might not work for you. What might work for you is, as Alyssa said, being indirect a little bit, being a little wishy-washy, maybe being a little bit ghosty, protecting your energy, right? Being like, hey, like what Sarah said, being like, hey, I let people know that they text me, but I'm not going to respond right away. That does give you an out because, right, you can just say you're busy, but also they don't have that expectation on you. I think it is absolutely absurd for people to expect people to just respond immediately. Don't you guys think too, to texts? Like, who made it okay for us to just access each other 24/7, nonstop, all the fucking time? It's so fucking weird. It is so controlling. It is just not healthy. So feel free to put those boundaries up. I think that really works. But yeah, you're just gonna have to do it. It's not gonna feel good. You might second guess yourself. You're just gonna have to move. But I promise you having these thoughts that you need to like find new friends or move away is yourself telling yourself, I'm ready. Let me say that again. You having these thoughts to be like, hey, I might need new friends. It's your body telling you you're ready. You might not think you're ready, but I promise you have to trust your instincts and your body because they're telling you something that you're kind of trying to ignore. You're trying to put in the back, right? And it's going to make you more anxious until you just do it. So I feel like life is learning to hear that cue and then to act on it so that you don't gain so much stress, right? So you're not like resenting yourself for not doing something. I think that's what life is about when you grow up and everything. And that's what I'm trying to get better. Oh, I'm so glad you guys agree. Okay, cool. Yeah. Also, guys, this is so fun. I'm so glad you guys are all here. And I hope you guys are all having an okay day. Is there anything else, any last minute advice for how to move away from friends that have helped in the past year without feeling guilty? How do we let go of that guilt of people helping us? And I think the thing is knowing that their help isn't transactional. If you feel like someone helped you and you have to help them back, in my book, I don't think of that as really like helping, which you might be controversial. You might totally disagree, right? Because we grow up being like, if you help someone, you should help them back. But I don't think that. I really believe that people should help you because they're selfless or they really want to help you, and because you're a good person, you'll help them back. But if you feel guilted, if you feel trapped that you have to be there to give back, that's not a good environment. What else are y'all saying? Sorry, I gotta learn how to like be able to read chats. Oh my god, where are you? Okay. Let's see. Okay, so okay. And oh, Cass says remember to turn off your red receipts. So yeah, if you want to ghost people or you don't want to talk to them that often, make sure you turn red receipts off. Oh, Brenda's like, how do you do that? Cass says most messaging apps have an optional yeah. Yes, you can do it in settings. You should totally do that. Okay, Cass says also remember that just like with relationships, some friends can give you the ick and you just don't want to be around them anymore. Yo, Cass, so fucking true. Yo, okay, this is what's fucking wild. What I'm learning too is like you don't need to explain to yourself why you don't like someone or something. Okay? Sometimes you're just gonna immediately know. You're like, that person's a bad vibe. Like, or I don't want to live here anymore. There's this whole thing, and this is, oh my god, where's the book? Yeah, if you haven't read it, read this. Atomic Habits, so good. But there's a wheel. Where is it? I don't even know if it's on here. But so when you're finding a habit or doing something, there's a preemptive cycle. So before you ever take action, I want you to know this, and this is scientific. and then I'm paraphrasing it, so take it as you will. But before you ever do something, you always have a moment or a phase where you're questioning doing something, where it comes up to mind, and then you get all the willpower to do it, right? The trick is knowing how to kind of diminish that and just kind of do the things, because I feel like the longer you wait to do things, that's where you suffer more and get a lot more stress. Let's see. But yeah, there's some things like you just gotta trust your gut. If you don't like someone, you don't have to explain yourself, and you don't have to hang out with them like 5 times and explain yourself why you don't like them. You don't need to find evidence. Like, you don't. You can just drop and move on. It sounds brutal, but I promise you, it saves you and them time, because they want people. They want exactly what you want. They want someone that totally freaking loves them, that totally accepts them, and so do you. And if you're not gonna give that to them, it's a selfless thing to be like, hey, we're removing ourselves, you know? What else? Okay, so Alyssa says, this is why I'm on Bumble BFF. I need better energy in my life. Yo, Bumble BFF is where it's at. It also is fun, you guys, to like meet new people, because this sounds so stupid, but you can pretend to be someone else. Like, if one day you're like, yo, I'm gonna pretend to be like a super confident person, go into it being really confident. If you want to, like whatever you're working on, those friend dates are really fun, because you're not trying to get all these things. You're not trying to get a kiss. You're not trying to get sex. You're not trying to get any of those things, right? You're just literally like, let's hang out, see if we vibe. Test yourself. What are you willing to talk about? What are you willing to be fully behind? Like, what opinions are you fully able to be behind? How do you greet someone? How do you say goodbye to someone? How do you want someone to kind of like feel about you? Do you, like, just test it. It can be really fun. This might sound weird, but I this comes more from like a creative background. So I come from like an acting background, so I think of it more as like character development, as if you're like an actor, like for a character. That's how I think. However you think might be helpful too, but just remember that like we're always putting on different characters throughout our entire life. One day you're gonna be really confident, one day you're gonna be really sleazy, one day you're gonna be really hot, one day you're gonna be really ugly. We all just wear all these different things, right? So just feel free to have fun with that. Don't let your morning mood choose who you're going to be today. Be like, yo, I'm going to be a confident ass motherfucker today. Or I'm going to be really sensitive. I'm going to be like really sensitive and really like feel energy around. Or you can be like, I'm going to be really lucrative. I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm going to be really like sleazy a little bit. I know there's like negative connotations with some stuff, but just have fun with it. Life is supposed to be like that, Okay, let me go through the comments. Kaz says, there was a dude who helped me get back in contact with a friend I fucked up with to try and fix things. This dude ended up giving me the ick. Yeah, I felt bad, but he just made me so uncomfortable, so I blocked him. Good job, Kaz. Seriously, like, not everyone should be able to tap into your energy. You are precious. You are loved. You are so, so special. Your energy needs to be protected, and you have to be, the way you do that is you have to learn how to be fucking brutal. You have to be like, I don't like this person. We're cutting you off. Blocking. I'm not texting you. And it doesn't, I promise you, it doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a good person. To be brutal, it makes you such a good person, because you're defining the line. You're going, hey, you're looking for this? I can't give that to you. Right? We need to learn to be more brutal and upfront. So Kaz, that's a really good thing that you did. Okay. Oh, hey Becky. Sorry, I just saw that. Hey, welcome. Kaz says Bumble BFF can still be rough for the gays. Yes, I know. I had more than one get mad because I went to sleep with them. Yes, so I'm gay, I'm queer. I totally relate to this. If you guys are in the queer world, beware of who you're seeing on Bumble BFF. Also, if you're straight and you're seeing a girl as a friend, you guys might feel this. There's some blurred lines. I went on a quick little update ramble. I went on a BFF Bumble date, friendship date, and we got drinks, and it ended with like, I think I was really into him, but we were like hugging, and like our hands lingered longer, like you just get very touchy, and it got confusing. So I totally get that, Kaz. So I'm sorry if that ended up bad, but I'm not really afraid of that. queer relationships are confusing. The lines are really blurred. But I also think magic can happen there. I don't think everything needs to be defined as fully like romantic relationship and platonic. That's where I love to create art. I think you guys know that. It's like the in between of platonic and romantic, this intimacy line that people cross over. That is where I find like all the juice for all my art. I love that because that's where real magic in life happens. You know, life can get boring once you realize you're in a relationship. Life can be a little bit boring when you're just in the friend zone. But like that in between magic is where I thrive as art, and I also love to live life there. So Bumble BFFs, clearly they can be defined mostly for friends, but also real genuine connections. This is going back to our other advice earlier. They occur whether you know you're trying to find a friend or romantic. They're just gonna happen, and I think you'll know deep down if you vibe with it or not. So, Bumble BFF never gets me anywhere though. Alyssa says most everyone where I live just want someone to text. Nobody actually wants to do things. So annoying. Cass says Bumble BFF only matches you with your same gender. Oh, does it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't because I have a girl on there. I actually have a girl friend. I think you can do multiple genders. Alyssa, that sucks. And I bet you're the type of person, right? Like where because there's some people that text all the time, but they're really just waiting for someone to be like, hey, let's go do this thing. I don't know if that happens with you. So as long as you're trying to be proactive, that's good. But also you'll feel the vibes. I think also, like, I don't know what type of friends you're trying to find. Are you trying to find more queer friends? Are you trying to find just more friends? It depends the vibe. Like the nice thing about, I'm trying to find specifically more queer friends because I'm around so many straight people. But straight people are awesome, but I just need more. Cass says that must be newish. I still haven't been on in ages. Yeah. I think it's new. But yeah, so yeah, use Bumble BFFs to like find new people. If you know, it might be different too. If for girl to girl, it might be different. But for guy to guy, I'm trying to find more queer friends. I will specifically go to a queer place. I will go to WeHo, and we will get drinks, and I will do the things that I want a friend for. Like I said before, I hope this helps you. This has been helping my mindset crazily for the last month. I've been thinking about it. Friends are literally just people you do things with. Yes, more queer friends. Woohoo! Friends are literally just people you do things with. I used to hold them on such a high pedestal, being like, I need to really like love them. I really need to look up to them. I held them to the really high standard. I don't know if you guys do, but once I unlocked this thing that like friends are literally just people you do things with. They like a friend is someone you can do something with just like one time. Go grab that drink. Go on that date. Go on that walk, that hike. Just that one time you're hanging out. That's a friend. It might not be a deep friend, it might be a really superficial friend, but that's what a friend is. A friend is simply just someone to do something with. So, and Cass says, my only friend is right now is my husband. You know what? You do stuff with him, he's your friend. I don't know. I hope you guys are on a I hope you guys are not on a superficial. I hope you're on a deep level because you guys are wifed and husband up. But you know, you never know. You never know. Yeah, let's say you and your partner. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna give you like one more minute for anyone that's came in. If you guys have any more advice, I'm gonna read this back again, and then I'll wait until I do the next one. But this one again was how to move along from my friends that have helped me this past year without feeling guilty, and the strength to cut ties with them once I do eventually move out, giving them plenty of money and help. How anyone else, any advice for this person? How do you move along from friends that you feel in debt to? And how do you get past that guilt of after doing that? I'll give you guys one more minute to just respond because I love your responses and they're very helpful for this person. And then, yeah, if there's nothing in like the next 30 seconds, I will move on to the next one. So no worries. Let me see if there's anything else in the chats. Cass says, Nick, I need to see and hang out with people who aren't him. Left my ass off. His name is also Nick. Am I your husband? Oh my god, stop. I'm your husband. Whoa. Yes, go hang out with different people. It will also make you appreciate your partner so much more because A, you'll find people that you absolutely hate more, or you'll be like, oh, like we're not spending as much time, right? You need distance. So, okay, we're gonna move on. Are you guys ready? Okay. This is the next one, and this one actually had the most likes on our community tab. So yeah, if you ever, I'm gonna do this I think every week. I'll just throw up like any advice anyone's looking for. This one had the most likes, which I think indicates that a lot of people kind of felt like they wanted advice for this as well. So moving forward, if you see any advice that you like or want me to really tap onto, make sure you press the like button on it. And then as always, make sure to like and comment on this video, on any YouTube video, y'all. It like helps the algorithm, which helps us grow. But honestly, why it's way more important is like it helps to give these videos to people that really like care. I don't care how big the hive is at all. I mean, I just want us to be really good people, you know? Literally tap onto. What do you mean? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Cass, but okay. I mean, like tap the like button. I think that's what I mean. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so the last advice we're going to talk about today that I need your all's help with, and I will also talk through, is this. They said, I have some trouble making decisions and taking a leap when it comes to bigger things like career, life, and relationships. I end up feeling paralyzed and putting everything off. Sorry, Kaz just said something. So yeah, that's that. What did you just say? Oh, you were tapping the notebook. You had it written onto Bestie. Oh. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay, Kaz. But yeah, let me read that one more time. Okay, so advice for I have some trouble making decisions and taking a leap when it comes to bigger things like career, life, and relationships. I end up feeling paralyzed and putting everything off. Do you relate to that? Because I know I do. So let's talk about it. There's a couple things we can break this into. So A, having trouble making decisions, and then B, taking the leap once you make the decision for the big things like career, life, and relationships. It's actually 3 things we're going to do with this. Okay, ready, you guys? So, and maybe we can make a whole other video. Let me know. You know, I always say that. If you actually want another video, tell me in the comments and I can do a whole separate one for these. But the way to break this down is the big things, right? Career, life, relationships. I know when you wrote this, you're trying to be kind of vague, right? But there's also probably a big chance that right now might be a little bit vague on what you want in life. And that is totally okay. I am also confused. A lot of us are. You know, I think we're under this assumption that, you know, you grow up and you're supposed to like know what you want to do, who you want to be with, and then you just do that forever, right? You just stick, you stay consistent, you stay disciplined, and then you'll succeed, right? Life isn't like that. Life does not work like that. You do not succeed that way. I'm just telling you, that's not how you succeed. Yes, consistency helps you get somewhere, but you also need to be checking in with yourself so that you also are in tune with what you actually want. Because if you keep working towards something and you find out later down the line that that's not what you want, you spent all these like 10 years going after it, which is not a regret. You do learn something, right? But it's not helpful. So, I think the thing that you should do for career, life, and relationships is I think it would be better to like be more specific for all those things. But yeah, what's your guys' thoughts for I have some trouble making decisions and taking a leap when it comes to bigger things like career, life, relationships. Making decisions are hard. Do you guys have any tricks or tips for making decisions? Mine, I've told you, and it's something I'm working on, is being a little bit impulsive. Brenda says, think about what is the worst that could happen if you go for it and decide if you can handle that. Brenda, that's so wise. Oh my God, that's so, yeah, so true. Yeah, something I used to do, I did this for college when I was trying to decide what to do, like what school to go to, was you can also do like a pros and negative list, a pros and cons list, and write it out. And what you'll usually see, this is what's so crazy, you guys, is like most of the fear that's stopping you, it's actually nothing that's really real. It's all things like, well, what if I don't make enough money? What if these people don't like me? What if blah 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 blah? It's all things that you can't actually control. So the thing is, pros and cons, write down what you can control on each one, um, for doing it. And I think it'll be pretty clear. It'll get you out of here. You're like, oh, I could do this, you know? Brendan also says, also know that it's okay to fail and be wrong. You should totally, I think growing up in life is also being more comfortable with failing. And I totally agree with that, Brenda. I think it's learning how to fall in love with failing. Because failing is just making mistakes, and mistakes is just about learning, right? You don't fail unless you just let fear take over and you stop doing the thing that you're trying to do, right? Let's see. Sarah said, I was a teacher for 20 years. It's okay to change. That's the important part. Sarah, what do you do now? Oh, did you already? Let me see. Sarah also said, I'm so old that I've quit my career and I'm trying something completely different. Ooh. Sarah, what are you doing now? Alyssa said, I've noticed that the thing that I'm most scared of is usually the right choice. Girl, don't you hate that? Don't you guys hate that? That the thing you're most fearful for is usually like the thing you're supposed to be doing? I don't know about you. I think it's because we care so much, right? It has so much weight over us that it makes us terrified. But because it has so much weight, that also means that there's so much to gain from it. Sarah, you're an author. Yo, the hive is sending you so much good energy and love. Oh, that's sick. So Sarah was a teacher for 20 years, and now Sarah is an author, working on publication. Sarah, good job. That is so sick. Maybe we'll do some more writing sessions or something in this hive. That'd be so fun. But yeah, doing the right thing can be really, really difficult. But I think Alyssa's onto it. Like I think what scares you actually pinpoints you where to go. And I think our 20s and our early life, and honestly throughout all life, we have this thing that what we're afraid of, we like turn around and we go the opposite way. I think only to realize that we need to face it straight on. And I think when you face it straight on, you kind of realize that you're like, I'm going to release all that power it has over me, and I will only focus on the outcome. I will only focus on the outcome, not the perceived, what's going to happen, only the outcome. Let me see if there's any other things for this advice. Oh my God, Kaz, give your bad advice and your good advice. Go for it. I love bad advice. It was really funny. Kaz said something about glitter bombs earlier. That was so hilarious. Yeah, have fun with it, you know? Yeah, I think making decisions, this is where getting to know yourself really fits in. This is why being alone is really important. This is why slowing down, getting away from technology, going on walks without music, writing, journaling, learning more about yourself, you're actually going to learn that making the decision isn't actually the hard thing, because deep down you actually know what you want to do. I think it's just learning to trust that is the most scary and terrifying thing, because we always are trying to get to a comfortable spot, right? Because that's where I think we can have a lot of fun in life, right? We want to have fun when we can. And when you get comfortable, you stop changing. But you're always going to be changing, and I think it's time to get comfortable with that. And I've been getting comfortable with that for the last few months, and it's been very empowering, honestly. I've had really low lows, but I think I'm really becoming the person I really, really want to become. And it's starting to happen naturally. I'm not even trying to force it anymore. It's just falling into place. And I think you need to trust that and know that your like your decision making, you're holding yourself back. You already know what the right answer is. You know the yes, you know the no, you know what your dream is, you know how you want to live a life. You might just be afraid of how people are perceiving you. You know, it's not bad to be like, hey, I want to be rich. I want to own a yacht. I want to have a mansion. It's not bad to be like, I want to be famous. I want to be an actor. I want to be a writer. It's not bad either to be like, I want to be single. I don't want to have kids. I don't want to be married. There is no good or bad for any of these things. Make sure that what you like, you're telling yourself it's okay to want that. Okay. I think that's what we all have trouble with, because the reason you don't make a decision, it's not because you don't know what you want to do, it's because you're forcing yourself not to do it and you're trying to justify why you shouldn't do it. You know? And your next thing is like how to take a leap when it comes to bigger things like relationship and all that. The leap comes with practicing. Okay? It's taking one step and then another step and then another step and then eventually you're skipping and then eventually you're jumping and eventually you're falling off a cliff. You don't need to do it all in one go. It also might help. This is what I was kind of referring to before too. It's like career, life, and relationships. It might help. You need to break it down into something really tangible. What can you do today to get the thing that you really want, and you know you really want it? Whatever you're thinking about right now is what you really, really want. Okay, you're gonna get that. Whether you're just stopping yourself, whether you get it sooner than later. Okay, you're gonna get what you want. You will. Because one day you're going to allow yourself to, and I hope it's sooner than later, you're going to allow yourself to. That thing, okay, if we want to take the leap to actually go for it, right? Let's think about what's the steps you can do to do it. And what's crazy, this is what used to stop me a lot, which is something I noticed. And I hope I'm kind of give you a little secret. I used to try and think about every single step, how to get, so you write the goal, write whatever your dream is. The whole goal, is it to make a lot of money? Is it to make 1 million? Try and be specific. Is it to have kids? Is it to have a family, live near family, all that stuff? Mine might be like acting, becoming well known, becoming famous, creating a community, right, of beautiful people that just want to grow. Those are really important to me. I used to be paralyzed, so you would write that, and then I would always like work myself down to all the steps I would need to do, and it would like freak me out. Some people, it works really well to like write all the steps out, right? For like how to do something. If that works for you, do it. If you're like me and it paralyzes you a little bit, don't do that. What I do instead is I think you need the big like goal, and then you just need to find the immediate step. Find the immediate thing that you can do. And preferably it should be something you can do in less than 2 minutes. Okay? Just do that first thing and then find the next thing off of that to do to get to your goal. It's those little steps that will help you get into the big leap of things, because you're smart. You're gonna learn along the way what you should be doing, what you should not be doing, how to go about this. So release that expectation from you that you have to be perfect. You have to know exactly how to take the leap. You have to know what your life is going to be, what the decision is, what your relationship is. A lot of it isn't up to you, and a lot of it is stuff you're going to learn along the way. And the way you learn it is you have to allow yourself to learn it. Okay, that's the scary thing. You're not going to have the answers. You don't have the answers. The only way that you can find the answers is by taking the steps. And it's going to be fun, I promise. It's not scary. It's really, really invigorating, really exciting to do these things. And yeah, let's get that out of your head. You're not bad at making decisions. You're great at making decisions. You might be not the best at following through right now. And we're going to work on that, you and I, together. With this hive, with all the bees, we're all supporting you. You can't make a wrong decision. The only wrong decision you can make is being indifferent. And I don't know about you, but being indifferent sucks. The world, we should be living in this place that has, we're opinionated. We love, we hate, we strive, right? Like feel really passionate. Be really, really romanticize things. You know, this is your life. Love and hate things and really do that, you know? And make decisions. That's how you make decisions, just opinions. And then just take that first step. And you're going to learn along the way what you love more than and not. Another trick too, I don't know about you guys, but if you really find that you don't like something, pivot. Do a whole 180. If you feel really fucking scared, if you're like, fuck, I really hate my life right now. It also might be a moment. We all have those. You might be actually on the right path. It might just suck. But you can also just be like, okay, this is an indicator where I don't want to be. What's the 180? Does that intrigue me at all? Let's go for that. Something also really important I've been learning in my life right now is don't do things based off of fear. When you get scared, when you feel like you need to make a decision and you don't, when you feel like you need to move and you don't, when you feel like all these things, and fear, maybe it's fear of like this person's not gonna like me, this, you know, those type of fears. I'm not gonna make enough money, all this stuff. Before you run away and follow those fears, make sure you stop. You can have those thoughts, but just slow down and just be in the moment. Okay? So when you feel like you're being impulsive and you're going to do something based off of fear related, that you're scared, allow yourself to feel that and then just don't act on it. Okay. And let yourself sit, let yourself marinate a little bit. That's what I was doing these last few months. I was marinating and like, I'm not liking my job. I'm not liking where I'm living. I'm not liking all these things. Okay. Let's feel it. Feel it. Okay. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get comfortable with this icky feeling, right? It's not going to feel that great. And then something's going to come. The universe is going to show you something. The world is going to show you something, what you've been asking for. And you're going to be excited because now you went through this whole period where you realize, hey, I actually really want these things. Hey, like, I really don't like this. I'm actually looking for this. And your vision, your perception of the world is now going to be different. So when, for instance, me, when I was like, I want to move, I kept telling people I want to move. When I actually saw that something was open, I was like, oh, that's for me. That's the universe literally telling for me, hey, Nick, this is for you. Go for it. So don't be afraid to sit in it too. But yes, you are good at making decisions. You might not be the best at targeting them right now. Feel free to relax into it. You're doing great. Okay. Just know that you are good at decisions. You might just be holding yourself back. And let's figure out why you're holding yourself back. And you're going to take a leap by just taking that next step. There are no fucking leaps. The world is not leaps. I promise you. It's not leaps. It's always steps. There might feel like there's a jump sometimes. That does happen. Like for instance, for me, I moved from New York to LA really, really fast for a job. I got the call on Saturday. I got the job on Sunday and I had to start working Wednesday and I flew and I moved my entire life over, right? You could say that's a leap, right? But in reality, that was actually just the next step. I was already PAing on different things. My next step was just to move to LA to do it. So other people's leaps might feel like leaps, but they're actually just the next step in their progression. They just seem like a leap because you haven't been seeing all the steps they've been doing, right? So just relax. You're doing great. And yeah, let me know what your guys' advice for that for. I have some trouble making decisions and taking a leap when it comes to bigger things like career, life, relationships, and ending up feeling paralyzed and putting everything off. Ooh, okay, we didn't even talk. Okay, let's get into this. I'm going to go read your guys' comments because I know you guys have been writing stuff. So let's just go through it. Okay. Oh, I love you guys so much. I love that you guys are so interactive. This is great. Okay, so Sarah, you're getting shout outs. I hope you see that on the channel because you're an awesome author. You're going to do great things. Cass said, if you're wondering if you should go for something and it's nagging in your head, go for it. It's what made me leave my awful accounting career and move into education. Cass, can I ask you, how do you feel now that you've moved into that career of education? Tell me in the comments. I'm just going to read these out. Let's just keep going. Brenda says, Kaz, you are hilarious. You can also see a therapist if you feel really stuck. Therapy is very helpful. Alyssa said, I just quit my job and that scared me so bad, but I needed to do it. Good job, Alyssa. I'm so proud of you. Oh my God. Was that the job on our last live where you were saying you were trying to get a mental day off? If so, I'm really proud of you. Brenda says, that's great. You guys are all really supportive. I'm so proud of you guys. Cass says, to be honest, I used to really want to be a famous singer or theater actor, but I met people in the industry and learned the reality of it and knew it wasn't for me. So now I work in a school, LOL. Really excellent question tonight. Hey, Kaz, I want you to know that I've gone through the same thing. I think a lot of people have. We have these ambitions to be singers and actors, right? And it's because we love the art, and I bet you love art too. And then there's the business side that no one ever teaches you about the entertainment industry, hence all the strikes, right? And I'm proud of you for not being hard on yourself, for being like, hey, you know, I love this, but the lifestyle is not for me. And you have to find a good mix. And that's like the hardest thing. You need to find a good mix of like, what do you love to do and you're passionate about, but like, how does your human, which is you, how can you protect yourself to live the life that you want to live? Do you want to travel a lot? Okay, then like let's put you not to have a home, like move around, right? Or do you want to have a community, be really strong in your community, have a home, you know, have family, get home for dinner, right? As you grow up, you realize these are things that are really important and you need to find balance. So I'm really proud of you for doing that. Um, oh, hey, Lay. Hi, Lay. I'm gonna get down to your comment in a sec. I'm just going through all these. Okay, so Brenda says, I've heard a great quote. Sometimes when it feels like everything is falling apart, it's actually falling together. Oh, I love that, Brenda. That was so delicious. Sarah says, sometimes you need someone to make you do things. I moved from Boston to LA and back to Boston in 5 years. Wait, Sarah, I'm from Boston. What's up? I'm from Newton, which is where Boston College is. I don't know if you, I feel like you know where that is probably. Um, hey, yeah, guys, nothing is permanent. If you don't want to live where you're living, go move. There's no thing as like you need to stay a year, you need to stay 2 years. My thing, this is what I'm just trying to get onto you guys because I've learned this recently, and you can obviously disagree with me in the comments. It's just that let's try and not do things based off of fear. Don't move away because you are so uncomfortable. Move away because you're excited, right? Don't hold on to a relationship because you're afraid no one's going to love you. Hold on to a relationship because that excites you, because you want to love this person, because you want to grow with them, right? I think that's the biggest takeaway for any of this is what are you excited for? And let's live from a place from there. Obviously, we're going to be in a place where we're scared a lot of the time, but when we're there, I think that's actually our time to really like learn about ourselves. What are we not comfortable addressing? Like, what are you hiding from yourself that you're not willing to address? You're not perfect, and stop trying to be. You have some things that you don't like about yourself. And hey, I do too. It's okay. The question is, like, did someone else tell you not to like that? Or have you just not found a way to really love that part of yourself yet? And that's what life's all about. And the fun thing about living, which is so weird, I don't know about y'all, is like you keep changing. So, like, the way you view life changes too, which is just so, I never realized that. I always thought we would always have the same mindset and like we would just come more mature, but no, you're like moving around, you're like shifting, and it's a lot. Okay, let's go back to, I'm gonna go back to the chats. Okay, Lay, oh, you're here. So happy you're here. I'm gonna get to yours in a sec. Brenda says, movie is stressful. And then Lay, I'm new here to this family, and the things you said and the dedication you have helping us, just listening to everything you're saying, and everything makes sense. So much love. Oh, I love you so much too. Hey, Lay, that was really kind of you. I love you a lot. You are so wonderful. And I know we haven't met in person yet, but just the energy that you're bringing here right now is so appreciative. And everyone that is here right now that will watch this video loves you too, and they support you too. So thank you for being here. Lots of love. Hey, those boys, Jordan and Wyatt Game. Wow, that's a long name. Hello. Okay, we're still just going through comments. Hello. Okay, so the comments was, Cass says, oh, I work with a kid that literally gave me a will to live that nobody else, not even my husband, has been able to give me. I love it even when I want to scream some days. Aw. I heard that being a teacher is actually like one of the happiest jobs you can have. That and being like a physical therapist, because you're like helping people a lot. Alyssa says, yes, that place was so drama, I couldn't do it anymore. Oh, girl, I'm glad that you left that job. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? I love you guys too. No, Kaz, what was your bad advice? Wait, I'm gonna go try and find it. Sorry, I'm scooting up. Kaz has bad advice. That's actually pretty funny. Where's your bad advice? No, Kaz, I did not see your bad advice. Toss it again. Will you copy it and put it back? Thank you. Oh, you love my buzz? Thank you. Thanks. You guys watched the video, right? Isn't that insane? Thank you for encouraging me to put it back up online. I'm trying to get like better at ASMR for you guys, because I love you guys and I want this to be a place where we can all grow and relax and just be it. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, wasn't that crazy? I just like shaved it off. It was so fun. If you ever want to do it, do it. This is kind of goes into what we're just talking about. You know how I say don't live from fear, live from a place of excitement. To be honest with you guys, there was a part of me, and I feel like you might relate. I don't know whatever you're going through in your life right now, but there was a part of me that I needed a new haircut. There was a part of me that really wanted to do a buzz, and there was part of me that was like, hey, don't do it. Like, everyone loves your hair. You're gonna have to grow it out. You're gonna have to wait a year, all this stuff, right? And it felt like all of that. And the thing is, sorry, I just got a text. And the thing is I chose in that moment to follow the thing I was most excited for. I chose to not listen to fear, not listen to, hey, it's gonna look bad on you. Hey, it's gonna take out forever to grow. Hey, you might not be able to act in a short film because your hair is so short. Hey, you're gonna have a big forehead. I had all those. And usually I listen to those things and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna hold on to my hair. And then I'm like, I'm happy, right? I didn't want to do that. Yeah, never listen to fear. And I chose to go with the part of me that wanted to do it because I was like, that part of me deserves to have fun, deserves to feel seen, deserves to feel loved. And I did it. And I really don't regret it at all. So I hope this is a sign for you. If there's anything that you're like excited to do, but you're a little nervous, just do it. I promise you it's going to be worth it. As long as it's not hurting anyone. Don't do any like bad things, but go for it. Go for it. I promise you it's going to be worth it. Lay, I just saw your message. Let me see if I can read it. So Lay says, I do have a little problem, to be honest. My mom is coming home tomorrow from jail, and not going to lie, I'm terrified because what if she's not changed? I'm just scared, the anxiety. Come here. I'm going to pull some of your anxiety out. Let's get it out. Try and rest right now, okay? There's nothing you can do until you see her tomorrow, so let's just calm down. We're going to rest. We're going to relax. And let's try and have an open heart tomorrow, okay? I know it's going to feel a little scary to be vulnerable. It's scary to see someone you haven't seen for a long time and see how they are. But I think all that you can do is have an open heart. And I want you to know that we're all behind you and we're all giving you extra love and extra care. And you have us here. If anything happens, you got us here. We are supporting you. We love you. And I want you to know too that, for your protection of energy, give as much as your mom gives to you tomorrow. So, if she's extra overly loving, feel free to match that, but also just go in slow, okay? Go in slow, feel it out. I promise you that's not gonna be the only chance if you want to like express a shit ton of love to her or anger or whatever you've been through. You'll have your time. Just feel it out, okay? This is a moment to be really present, and you can do that. And a way to be present is just to know, hey, if we're talking about Lay, be like, Lay, future Lay is gonna deal with that. Lay tomorrow is brilliant, smart, lovable, kind, amazing, and Lay, you are going to deal with it when it happens. Lay right now can relax, enjoy today, sit in bed, watch your favorite movie, all of that. It's okay to be scared. We're all scared about a lot of stuff, but I'm sending you good wishes, and you're capable of dealing with this, and you're lovable, and just remember how amazing you are. And remember too that you need to look out for yourself, protect your boundaries. It's hard. There's this, and it makes sense, there's this assumption for life that we need to be really close to our parents and our family, and there's this like bond, but that's not true, okay? So if you want to feel close to them, you can, but also it's totally okay to feel a little distant, to separate yourself. No one should expect that entrance to all of your space and need and special vibes, as I would say. Okay, so just protect yourself, be very aware of how you're feeling. Okay, just take it one step at a time, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, I promise you. It's gonna be great in a way that either you're gonna feel good or you might not feel good, but it'll be great in the way that I think you'll learn something tomorrow. So I'm excited for you. I think everyone is. And let me just read if there's anything else in that I didn't just touch on. Oh, bye, Alyssa. Coming home from jail tomorrow, not going. Yeah, you'll see. We'll see tomorrow, right? And maybe be open. Like if she feels a little off tomorrow, give her a couple more days, right? Brenda says, that's tough, Lay, hugs with a heart. Cass says, Lay, do your best and go in with the best intentions. How she acts is a bit out of your hands, but go with how she's acting and respond to it. Yeah, totally. Brenda says, best wishes to you and your mom, Lay. Yeah. Leia, I know you're kind of new here, but I did something that recently helped me with like finding relationships and connection. Is it's really I play this game where I match. So however someone's talking to you, how much energy someone's giving to you, just try matching it, and put it on them. Okay. And obviously, if you want to like raise the level a little bit more, you can, like more enthusiastic, you can. But it helps to protect your energy. It also helps to not second guess yourself, because all you're gonna be doing is like, oh, I'm just matching what they're giving me, you know. Instead of being like, do I need to talk more? Do I need to smile? Do I need to love? Do I need to all that? So be easy on yourself, and be easy on everyone around you too, right? So be easy on yourself. If you act differently than you want to or expect to, be easy on yourself, but also on them too. It's a lot, so just like let it be, see how it is, and then know that you don't have to do anything impulsive. You can take it slow over the days, right? But I'm hoping for the best for you, okay? I know we all are. Oh, we love you, Lay. Okay, you guys. So with that, I think we're gonna do a little sign off. If there's anything else, Kaz, what was your bad advice? Did you find it? Oh, wait, those boys, Jordan, Wyatt, um, those boys. I love your buzz. It suits you. I love that video. Yes, never listen to fear. Yeah. Ah, those boys are awesome too. Leia, we love you so much. And Kaz, let's hit me up with that. What was the bad advice you had? And then we'll call this video maybe a dunzo. Um, but yeah, unless you guys have anything else. Where the hell, Kaz? I have not seen it. Kaz, I've not. Kaz did this bad advice. Let's see where it is. I will keep searching, but oh, I saw it. Okay, Kaz, here you go. Sorry. We're gonna end it with Kaz's bad advice. Bad advice: get really, really drunk, so that way you don't give a fuck about what you choose to do until you wake up the next day. Alcohol and drugs, alcohol and drugs. No, okay, don't do that. But that's funny. Okay. I think I'm gonna go play volleyball later, you guys. So wish me luck. But I love you all so much. I want you guys to all know that you are really, really special. You're an amazing, weird ass person. Very, very fucking weird. You're the weirdest person I know. Yikes. But I want you to know that that weirdness makes you incredible, so lovable, so amazing. And I just can't wait for all the love you're going to receive now and in the future. You're going to find the perfect people around you, and they're going to make you feel like light and butter and honey, and you're just going to be amazing. So, yeah, we'll talk soon, and I love you all so much. Okay. Have a good rest of your weekend. Bye.